get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals defense gearing up as they take the field. They were able to force that 3 and out. That led to a touchdown. Defenses obviously love 3 and outs. They want more of that.
They created a very short and not too sweet stint for the offense by getting them off the field that fast, but it set up their own offense, gave them a little spark, and they took it downfield and scored.
Now the question, can they do it again? Let's see. 2nd down here after the incomplete pass.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial and drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
And the 2-minute warning lurking. This will probably be the last play before we hit it.
Yeah, they want to get themselves in position to score in this last shot before the clock hits.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will have the highlights and analysis of this first half from our studios in Orlando.
And I have a feeling those highlights will be pretty one-sided, too.
I think you're right, partner. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And taken right on the 30. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see when they come.
Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man, in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Dalton trying to lay one up deep. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bengals have got it on cruise control. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, here's Mike Nugent now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Bengals defense readies as they head onto the field. They were able to force the 3 and out last time, led to the punt, and then led to a touchdown for their crew. So they'll be looking for a little bit more of that, Charles.
Well, I think that they created the spark with the 3 and out. Gave a little momentum to their offense. They say, all right, appreciate it, guys. And they took the ball downfield and stuck it in the end zone.
And the defense wasn't out there long. They'll be trying to keep it short here. And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the 1st down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning. And then it's about execution. So they put it all together in practice. Okay, this is what we think we're going to see. This is how they get to it. And then when the game comes, read it and attack it. Normally, he's pretty reliable. He usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. He was looking to hit his running back, Le'Veon Bell, that time. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Ben to throw again. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now. as he's on for the fifth.
In the call here, it was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Dalton, 1st and 10. Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. And on 2nd and 10 now.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10.
There's no doubt that Adam Jones had a checkered career, but he's playing his best football after the age of 30. That pass break up there, another indicator.
Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. And that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And Boswell's kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So they had great field position, but a 3-play drive that actually goes backwards, and then they kick the field goal.
And I think the key sequence in there, the key phrase you just gave us, a 3-play drive. Had the momentum, great field position, unable to move the football.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Return team. Automatic first down.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that can change things in a big way.
Tyler Boyd, he's going to go. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Boyd, 78 yards. And the Bengals just continue to pour it on.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. After the touchdown, here's Mike Nugent now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
There is no doubt that Geno Atkins is really strong and stout at the point of attack. But I love his suddenness, the ability to make plays, to be in one spot, and then he's gone and into the offensive backfield. He's a heck of a player.
And they're a big TFL, tackle for loss.
Hard to believe that his father, Gene Atkins, was an NFL defensive back. He's bred this big defensive tackle.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Steelers are behind by a large margin, and that's no surprise when you see the turnover numbers. The Bengals are taking what's given to them, and today that's a whole bunch of gifts in the form of turnovers. All right, let's get it going. Let's roll those first half highlights. Steelers on offense early in the first. Green's got the catch here, and this 2-play drive goes for a touchdown. We're brand new at 7. Bengals have it at the 17. Eifert's by himself here, and this play will go for 6. That takes the lead up to 7. ball early in the second. Here the defense will come up with the pick. Maluga's happy to come away with the pick and end the drive. Offense on the field now after the INT. Miller's on point with the throw, and it will be caught for the score. Bengals with a commanding lead. Bengals have it early in the second. Elliott's got it on the run, and he'll go in for the score. Bengals way out in front. 1st and 10, it's Tyler Eifert with the quick catch. And this goes 28 yards for the score. The points coming easy today. They take it at the 33-yard line. Dalton's got the completion here, and this two-play drive goes for a TD. Bengals continue to dominate. Now 1st and 10, the quick pass and completion is made. It ends up working dominate. So that'll bring our halftime report to a close. We'll go back down to Heinz Field for the start of the third quarter.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. Legs still churning.
Like a giant pinball.
Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. Fighting through. And he's got room. He's at the 40. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Ezekiel Elliott, 76 yards. And the Bengals have got it on cruise control. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Bryant spread out to the right. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there at 22.
That was a beautiful executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
Here's Roethlisberger. Marcus Wheaton was the one he was looking for. And it'll be 2nd and 10.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he's able to bat it away.
Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, it hasn't been a whole lot of fun for Le'Veon Bell in this ball game trying to find room to run the ball. I'm sure they're going to have to change some things up because he's so versatile. They've got to get the ball in his hands somehow and create some space because they're losing this game.
Well, defensively, you've got to key in on Bell, make him the focal point to stop, and they've been able to do that.
And he's gotten better every year he's been in the league, always adding something to his game, one of the premier runners in the NFL. It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. The Steelers' defense, we watch them get set to go. And with this deficit, let's be honest, it's time for them to get a stop.
And partners, you understand very well from our time together and visiting with coaches, defensive coordinators tend to be a little more emotional, a little more high-strung than others. I have a feeling that speech came out about taking a stand and bowing up in this possession.
Yeah, that's where this word pride comes out, right?
In a big way.
And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Here's Dalton, and he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more.
Yep.
It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for the Bengals. 45 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Nice completion there for Andy Dalton. Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU. Now you've worked his games in the NFL. What progression have you seen?
I've seen a guy who took over as a freshman in college and got better and better each year. Always added a little bit more to his game, gets stronger. But the best part about him is he's always been accurate.
So second and medium, 2nd and 5 now.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Their dangerous wide receiver. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Bengals just continue to pour it on.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack on the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
After the touchdown, here's Mike Nugent now to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them.
And Big Ben intercepted a third time. Picked off by the linebacker, Vontaze Burfict. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And out now, here come the Bengals. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they...
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. They get 31 yards that time. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. His third touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And thanks to the interception, the Bengals offense cashes in with 6. And he puts it through. After the touchdown, here's Mike Nugent now to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened.
Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Their big tight end. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
And after the touchdown, here's Mike Nugent now to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And the Steelers set to take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On second down, here's Roethlisberger. This is Bell on the dump off. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time. Now, that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. So 3rd and medium here, 3rd and 5. From the gun on 3rd down, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by George Iloka, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2.
This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for Cincinnati. 45 yards.
Not the tallest receiver on the field, but he just shouted to admit that the little guy can't go downfield and make a big-time catch on a deep pass because sometimes they'll just out-scrap you for the football.
Marshall, the lone receiver on the left side. 1st and 10 for Dalton. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
$10 yards to go on 3rd. Dalton on 3rd and goal. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. Call it a pickup of 7. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Their big tight end with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bengals have got it on cruise control.
Right there, the fake worked out perfectly. The holder took the ball and found his man. A perfect fake field goal. Love it.